Highlander decks are making a comeback, and I really do believe that there's going to be at least 1, 2, potentially even 3 Highlander decks that might be top of the meta in one way or another. Some people don't like Highlander because it's all about drawing your good cards, but to be honest, if a deck is just full of nothing but good cards, there's no such thing as bad draws, right? So go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel in order to let me know that you are excited for the Highlander decks to be part of the meta again. I will say this though, I am not excited about making these decks from scratch because unfortunately, when it comes to making the full deck code, I have to, combine pictures and all this kind of stuff. So in order to go through the deck, we're gonna go ahead and just get a little bit closer so we can see just how good some of these cards actually are. But honestly, the biggest thing about Highlander Druid in particular is combining it with dragons. Dragon Highlander might be the best way to fit Highlander into the Druid archetype because some of these dragons have really insane abilities. Case in point, the Splish Splash Whelp, essentially acting as a 2-mana wild growth as long as you have dragons in hand. You also have Flint Firearm as a way of being able to generate random resources after you've gained 10 mana, and you still have plenty of ramp in this deck with the Embracive Nature being able to hit cards like your Nourish, and I also included Drum Circle as just like a 1 card potential just win condition or pressure tool, because the biggest thing about Highlander decks is to make sure that the 1 card is really good to the point where it either does something proactive or helps you initiate some sort of game plan. So obviously when it comes to all the dragons, you want a lot of dragons to take advantage of these synergies, like take the Skies for example. You get to draw 2 dragons, you give them +1/+1, and you also have cards like Desert Nest Matron, as well as the Spine-tailed Drake, where one of them gains you 4 mana crystals and the other one deals 5 damage to a minion if you are playing, if you have a dragon in your hand. So honestly, this is a really good synergy in order to bring up on turn 3, potentially, if you play the Splish Splash Whelp, you have a 5/4 that deals damage, and then you have another minion just sitting there. So there's a lot of stats that this deck can generate. But the rest of the deck is pretty self-explanatory in all honesty. We have a lot of dragons in order to fill up the curve. We have the Widowbloom Seedsman as well as the Nourish, and our Splish Splash in order to give us some ramp. Sunspot Dragon, insane card. There's just no other way to put it. Dragon Golem is a great way of being able to generate a board just by itself, and sometimes you are able to buff the cards in your hand by finding things randomly or being able to draw it from Take the Skies. So it's not the most insane synergy being able to hand buff it because Druid doesn't have that many hand buff strategies, but it does work every now and again in order to pressure a pretty decent board. But the biggest cards to talk about are definitely Topior, Reno, Rheastraza, and Fae the Setting Sun. These 4 cards are fantastic for the Highlander archetype because Topior essentially acts as your minion generation with a bunch of nature cards in order to fill out the gaps in your early game turns. But then if you're able to play this as soon as you can, then you're just always threatening a board. Then you have Reno the Lone Ranger, and the reason why I know that Reno is insane is because for 2 reasons. Reno is one of your comeback cards that helps you just remove the board, but Reno also has the potential of removing locations and portals to where it completely empties the board. It doesn't matter what's on there. It can be the portal from Sarg, it can be the jail from the new jail card. It doesn't matter. Reno gets rid of everything. And the best part about this card is not even just the removal, it's the fact that you can set up win conditions with this by forcing your opponent to only have 1 minion space that they can utilize going into the next turn. So you can use Reno in a reactive and a proactive way to where if you need to take over the board, you have a way of destroying it, but then you also essentially limit your opponent to where if you have a board of minions that are able to kill your opponent going into the next turn, throwing out Reno might be a good way of locking out your opponent, so to speak, and this card could potentially get nerfed, but I think it's way too soon in order to argue for this card to be nerfed, unlike the Snake and Warlock, to where that card is just busted, and I have no problem calling for nerfs on that card because it's just absolutely insane. Then you have Rheastraza as well as Fae the Setting Sun. Fae is a lifesteal dragon that reduces its cost for every single dragon that I believe that you've played. So there are ways of being able to play it for 0 mana, very similar to Umbral Owl in Druid, but it also has lifesteal attached to it. And then you have Rheastraza, which is by far one of the most fun cards in this set, to where it summons a dragon nest, and every turn at the beginning of your turn, you get to discover a dragon, and it costs 4 mana less. Remember those other dragons I was telling you about, like refreshing your mana and dealing 5 damage? Sometimes you can just do that for 0 mana. So this deck has a lot of ways of generating a lot of dragons, and the best part about the Dragon's Nest is that it can also generate another another Restraza. So you have ways of being able to come back from a potential Reno from your opponent to where you just play another one and you can continue getting that dragon value. So I don't think this is the best list by any means necessary. However, I do want to make the comment that I believe a lot of Highlander decks are going to be running Ignis the Eternal Flame and some form of Forge cards in order to activate, you know, the 10 mana weapon whenever you need it. Sometimes you might need a poisonous effect from the 1 mana weapon. Who knows? Maybe Wind Fury can be good, and if you put in some attack buffs, maybe that can be okay. But I feel like that might be combining a bit too many archetypes because you really want to fight for the board. That's something that I love about the Theorycraft stream so far from this new set, is that Showdown the Badlands seems to really value the board almost more than anything right now. Like, yeah, you have snake combos, which kind of invalidate the board, but that's really the only deck that's popped up that doesn't really generate a board. Like, you have Highlander Druid, you have Elemental Shaman, you have Ogre decks, like the Ogre Rogue that I'm going to be posting about if I haven't already talked about it. But there's just a lot of board generation, a lot of board battles that go on to where it's all about taking over the board and pressuring with your minions, and we haven't really had a meta like this for a while. Because Titans almost did this, but then Titans kind of went to this OTK type of meta with, you know, Sith Mage being a thing, with Nature Shaman being a thing, Odin Warrior, Ramp Druid. All of these decks pretty much just killed you from hand, and now it finally feels good to have a refresher where playing for the board and playing for minions is what you want to do. So if you want to try out the Highlander archetype, I would highly recommend checking out Highlander Druid. Throw a bunch of dragons in here, see how it works, and let me know what you guys think, because I absolutely love this deck, and Highlander decks are just scratching the surface for fun archetypes in Hearthstone, as well as having meaningful board interactions that'll make people feel fulfilled after a game versus being annoyed. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future updates. A huge thank you to all of our patrons that help make this content possible, so feel free to check out the Patreon if you want shoutouts in future videos, deck optimizations, which is really going to be useful around this time with the new meta coming out, as well as potential coaching if you guys want those kind of perks and rewards for supporting the content. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we'll see you for the next video. The time to be greedy is now, because it won't work to be that greedy once the set goes off. I mean, yes, but there's a difference between being greedy and just making an unoptimized deck. Because, like, we're getting, like, a good idea about, like, how good these archetypes actually can be, you know? What is this Twitter post? Me with commissions. Oh my god, how is this guy doing this? He's juggling apples while taking a bite of them. I can't even bite into an apple that quickly. Alrighty, well, I guess it's time for some Dragon Tales. Ooh, yes! Alright, now that's good. That is definitely a good roll right there. Ooh. I'm looking at this Jackpot Trickster Rogue with Wishing Wells. That might be pretty fun to play later. Demon Hunter, no duplicate later. We already played a little bit of Highlander Demon Hunter. And there are still some other Highlander decks we've not tried yet. Like this one being the first example. Oh! It becomes a 1-2 copy, right? Yeah, it becomes a 1-2 copy. Alrighty. The Rager. Trickster into 7 cards seems nuts. I haven't seen anybody play it yet. Incredible Jujutsu Kaisen episode today. Oh my gosh. I've actually not watched Jujutsu Kaisen. How much would you recommend it? Like, I need to watch that. I need to watch Attack on Titan. I want to watch Bleach, and I also want to watch My Hero. But it's like there are so many shows that I have not been able to watch. I still need to finish part 6 of JoJo. I'm so behind on JoJo right now. Nobody give me any spoilers. I've somehow gone without spoilers. Except for something Dio comes back, but oh no. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have said that. I want the Dream of Mirage Countess multiple times per game. I will cry if that becomes the norm. What's wrong? I mean, what's worse than 1 Countess? 2 Countesses. Alright, what's in your deck? Can you imagine? Can we just take a deep breath and then exhale and just think of a world where Druid has Shadow Step? Because we got it. I'm 100% picking it. And now I can do this into Topi. Oh my god. Countess into Ramath is tilting. Oh, dude, I just hate Pure Paladin, but I agree. I definitely agree, dude. Jojo turns into Jojo. It's like Mojo Jojo, but in the anime world. Spoiler alert.
I can't play that.
I actually have to do it this way, because if I do this, I have too many cards. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a less impactful play. So then I can do this into this, and then I have... I mean, I could also do this into this, and then draw the 4. Cactus Ranger OP, dude! Gotta use that hero power, right? Aw, oh, damn it. I just won. Just wait until JoJo Part 7. Genuinely a masterpiece. I've only heard good things about JoJo Part 7. I mean, I have a lot of friends that read the manga. I myself do not read the manga. Yeah, it's always Topiorn 7. Okay, that trades. So Topior into this, into all this other garbage we're about to do. Playing zero cost legendaries is just too much fun. Actually, they're not zero cost, sir. They are 2 mana because you spend 2 mana on the thing. So, actually... Oh. Okay. The power of dragons is strong within this one. If you Shadow Step him, will it summon 2 per nature spell? Yes, that is how that works. But now I can Shadow Step the Astalor instead. I just have a bunch of Astalor value. Let you bring me down. That joke was, it still triggered me. Fuck, actually, you, I know, right? Actually, sir. I hate that phrase so goddamn much. I'm fucking greedy, dude. I don't care. I'm a fucking greedy gamer. I am such a greedy gamer, dude. I didn't think the nest could. Oh, here I'm sitting with 2 of them. What an absolute gamer this man is. I am no longer a man. I am now a dragon. Do you think I can get away with playing Reno and Pure Paladin? Sir, reread that sentence. You said Reno in Pure Paladin, and Reno is a neutral card. So until you finally get the Reno in hand, it'll do nothing but just take up valuable space. So no, I don't think you can get away with that. Our gift of frost shields us. I lost my mind before. I only have one other dragon in my hand right now. I guess I should have played this first. I thought this was the refresh because of the card art. I fucked up here. But I do need to get rid of cards, so play this to get a bunch of dragons onto the field. I was originally thinking, like, do this, refresh 4 mana, play the 8 mana Astalor. If it's your only neutral, then just Ormnicor, and then Bob's your uncle. I mean, you could do that, but then what if you don't? Then all of a sudden, all of your other neutral cards, or your other pure cards, just don't work. And then you also need to run 30 or 29 different Paladin cards. I don't think Pure Paladin wants to run 29 different cards. Like, it could happen, but it sounds terrible, I agree. It really does just sound terrible. I want it to work. I don't think you do. I don't think you want that to be the norm. Trogdor the Burninator, please. You know what? I will play Trogdor. Trogdor! This is like the most appropriate time to be playing this song right now. Burninating the countryside. Getting coins? Bro, these coins ain't gonna do anything. Although I have way too much value right now. Like, I just have too much stuff in my hand. But then again, I have Drum Circle. So if he doesn't even clear this board, I have a way of just getting crazy. Wait. This becomes 2 mana. This becomes 2 mana, dude. Nothing but damage. Literally nothing but damage. Why is this 0 mana? Oh, costs 1 less for each dragon you summon this game? Oh, okay, that's why. Good lord, dude. It was just a dragon. This is so insane! This is so insane, dude! I missed Dragon Druid and they turned it into a tier 1 deck. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. I think this has to be the first video that I make. Either that or Excavation Warlock. Like, holy shit, dude. Oh my dear god. Wait, how many times has he excavated? They're not 0 mana yet, right? I don't even know what he needs to roll from here. Oh, it is 0 mana. Wait, no. Oh, they are. Okay, they are 0 mana. They are 0 mana. Felipe, Luis, good to have you here, man. Welcome, welcome. Do that now. Oh my god. Just take Zeddy's POV rage quitting? I'll see if that's flavorful or not, because the last thing that I want to do is to create drama. It would all be for funny highlights and whatnot, nothing serious. Convoke? Okay. Unending Swarm. Hydrate, sure. But I have Reno. I have Reno, everything's fine. The double drum circle, dude. Well...
Looking for a stand-up? He's against me.
No, the Sunspot Dragon doesn't go face, but I have the Alexstrasza. So... Okay, so I want to keep the Shrubby Boy. I feel like it's just always correct to keep this card. Could maybe keep the Twilight Drake. I'm just gonna go for the ramps. Because I got 3 ramp cards that I want to find. The Dragon, the Nourish, and the Seedsman. Oh, sorry, the Seedsman. Yeah, it's Quick Draw. It's Quick Draw, deal 6 damage, not Battlecry, deal 6 damage. Alright, so this can find Nourish. And this actually might be a reason why some people would be like, just cut Drum Circle, but I think Drum Circle very much has a spot in this deck. And it is stupendous. Reno buys you 2 turns, he really does. He's a fantastic comeback card. And even then, I didn't even really... Okay, that last game I did need it. Wait a minute. This means I draw Nourish guaranteed, right? Dragon Tails! Oh man. I mean, it's still fine. It's still fine. Oh, wait, shit. Oh, I got a little drunk with power here. Fuck it. We'll see what happens. If I mill Reno, I can never play Highlander decks ever again. Taking the 1 in 22. Excavate Warrior, though. I haven't seen anybody try Excavate Warrior yet. Got a Norse Dormu. We can play Double Dragon next turn. Planted Evidence, that's fine.
Stay alert, my children.
Now the dragons are in the way. I still like the idea of the Snapdragon, but in this meta, I don't... Or at least in the meta that I've seen so far, giving a +1/+1 to most of your deck just doesn't really seem worth it. Just hasn't really seemed like it's something that advantageous. Snapdragon is a Beast Clark. I know, but I'm talking about the Battle Cry. Because most dragons, almost every single one of them, most of them are Battle Cries. So just getting that value is just really good in my opinion. Seems okay and exactly I know, right? Like, Dragon Golem's like the only one that would really matter. And that's not a good enough reason to try it. Oh wow, the Amber Whelp was perfect. I'm gonna just pressure. I don't really care about these guys being on the field. Dragons are better than miners. The kobolds, I should say. Got to go, guys. Wish you all luck. The best. A good gaming, Clark. Thanks for playing decks. I didn't see to play and keep up the vibe. Yeah, dude. I'm glad that I can keep that up, man. That's the one thing that I always pride myself on. It's like I play decks that other people are too scared to play. And I'm glad that you enjoy the content. We'll see you next time, matey. It's a little bit of an awkward position to be in, just because I have all of these. I mean, I want to play Shrub, or do I just play the Dragon Golem, in the hopes of playing Drum Circle? Because I've got 1, 2. I only got 3 dragons actually, but it is 4 3/4s. I think I have to do it. Plus, it makes this cost a little cheaper too. Alrighty, ungiveaway. I'm taking it back. I'm like that one coworker. That's your Secret Santa. He's like, wait a minute, I actually need that back. Give it back to me, man. Otherwise, I'll tell HR about it. Will I be posting the deck code for stuff you're testing later? I will post like my most successful decks, but most of like what I've been playing today is going to be exclusively for YouTube. So make sure you're checking out the YouTube channel. And if you want some Rumble content, there's a second YouTube channel. I guess it's just Astler, right? All the dragons. It's so that's such a beautiful card. That is such a beautiful card right there. Oh yeah. Don't forget to check out the OnlyFans either. Don't forget that OnlyFans link, guys. We want that exclusive mukbang content. The time and place is here and now, baby. Yeah, let me just get my ASMR camera ready. Okay, I can go for 10 mana weapon here now. Then I can go ANR into Wind Fury 8 drops. Wind Fury deal 6 damage. I guess just the best thing to use.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Alright, hopefully I don't get my ANR destroyed. In the character iteration, the bottom right of the screen. What is that on your head? It's a butt. It's a butt. Yes, it's a butt. That's what chat likes to think. It's actually a smooth brain. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a smooth brain emote, and that's why there's drool coming out of my mouth, and why the eyes are this direction. It's supposed to be an emote that people are supposed to spam when I make a really dumb play, but everyone, and I mean everybody. Everybody keeps coming into this chat being like, why is there a butt on your head? And ever since then, I can't look at it the same. I have not been able to look at it the same. It's always nice to hear Dio's voice. You know what this means, Skylar? You know what this means? That means Heaven and Hell comes up next. Because it is my favorite Black Sabbath song. So now we gotta have Black Sabbath in the queue.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild.
Unga bunga. Ungy bungy, bro. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Rainbow in the Dark ain't a Sabbath song. I know this one isn't, but every single time I hear Dio's voice, I want to hear Heaven and Hell. Because it's my favorite project, or my favorite song that Dio's ever been a part of. Was blaring War Pigs in the shower earlier. Good times. Oh, am I getting cleared by Sanitize? Sanitize would be pretty good here. Yep, okay. Maybe I overcommitted a little. I mean, I didn't overcommit. This is still pretty good. It's still a very good situation to be in right now. Oh, it's to a minion. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Could have dealt 2 extra damage. But it's fine. Clark, can I interest you in some deck codes? What kind of codes you got? We're looking for very specific decks right now. Because I've tried a lot, and I just want to keep playing decks that I have not actually played. Yeah, now would be the appropriate time to play the Smooth Brain emote. Because I could have just played, like, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, this card just gets jammed every single time. It's just more value. What? Menagerie? I have not really played that much Mage. I have not played that much Mage. I've not played Paladin. I'm probably not going to touch Hunter. There's like 3 ideas that I want to do next. after this. It's Elemental Shaman and like Jackpot Trickster Rogue to make use of the new Draw 7. Priest Gamer, we actually have played a game of Priest. So just like that, apparently I sold out my morals. Sell out my morals. Mage didn't get much interesting this set. I also kind of agree. None of the mage cards really got me. Wait. We have 15 to the face. This is lethal. This deck is nuts, dude. This deck is, like, actually just really freaking good. Those wins were just, like, they weren't even close. They straight up just weren't even close. There is no room for negotiation. Heaven and Hell is the best Black Sabbath song. Want to see Talion fit into a big spell deck, but that's about all I can think of. Ragnaros split in two. Even that doesn't make Rag playable. Heaven and Hell Scream. Damn right, dude. Sing me a song. Paranoid is up there for me. This is my number one. This is by far my number one. By a very wide margin. I would say, like, maybe Rat Salad would be my number two, just because I love the fact that it's a drum solo. But that's for... I obviously have my own biases with that song. But this song is just the best Sabbath song, in my opinion. So why aren't you playing Natural Causes? Because I want to remove my opponent's tempo while developing my own. Dude, Rat Salad really does slap, and a lot of people don't even realize that it's a track. Because when people think about Sabbath, they don't think about drum solos. Ooh. Yes, please.
Job's done.
Oh! This into this? Hello? Or I could just do this into this? A 5/4 that deals 5 and a 4/6? Still so salty that they printed Millhouse and then, made exactly one big spell for Mage the entire year. I mean, dude, the card that they added was a deal 10 damage, though. Like, you have double Pyroblast, and now you have 10 split that summons a 10 drop. That is support, no matter how you look at it. Like, I do kind of agree. I wish they had more big spells for Mage, but it's at least something. I think I'm gonna do this instead. The deal 5 just doesn't really make any sense. Why would I need to kill one of these? Need split Colossals? Wait a minute, you can split Neptulon. Splitting Neptulon might have some potential. Buff Pyroblast with a random 10 cost is insane in an arena. Wait, is this Thunderbringer? This has got to be a Thunderbringer deck. I'm just gonna ignore that. I don't want to trade into it. Fuck it, we go face. Like, I've got the pressure. I've got the pressure, dude. And now I can play... Okay, so this is Ray Straza, right? Is that how you pronounce that? Ray Straza. Tainted Revenant is also a good split. Isn't that a warrior card? Wait, Tainted Revenant. Illusionist is probably to pull Drill. Oh, it does pull... It does pull Drilly. Okay, that's actually really good. That's actually really good. I have not seen anybody do this yet. Wait, Rarin was playing Rainbow DK? Is that what RDK stands for? Not Red DK, but Rainbow? Was he actually playing Rainbow DK? I need to know if this is the truth. You need to send me a list if he actually won with it. I need this. I've been trying to find a good deck. Destroyed. You need to send me that deck if at all possible. Rarin's not still online, is he? Fuck, he logged off. Voodoo. I'm just gonna go full tempo, dude. And now this is the reason why this song is my favorite song. Went to bed, but maybe you can ask him. Ah, shit. If that's the case, then I doubt that I'm gonna get my hands on it. But the fact that he played Rainbow DK and had success with it gives me hope. Maybe I have to try it as my very last deck. King Crush? Okay. Is this just gonna be your Reno me, dude? It's heaven and hell. Rush having... Rogue having a turn 6 crush is just insane. No matter how you divvy it up. You're not shadow stepping that. What are you doing? You know what? No, go ahead and Shadow Step it. Wait a minute. I could actually win the game this way. Hold on, I don't just die to Shadow Step, do I? This is 7. 7 plus 16. Wait, hold on. Okay, 16, 20, 24. It wouldn't kill me. Plus I get Lifesteal, so... I'm literally just gonna play Reno for the deal 2. I'm literally just gonna play Reno for the deal 2. Because I'm crazy like that. Oh my god. Might be very good or very bad. Did I miss a give? You've missed 2 giveaways? There's still one more giveaway for today. There's still one more giveaway for a standard bundle. And then tomorrow I gotta do the Twitter giveaway, so make sure you guys don't forget about that. Don't forget those Twitter giveaways. Yo, Colonial Squid. Good to see you here, man. Welcome, welcome. We're about to win with just Reno hero power. We're literally gonna spend 10 mana to deal 2 damage. And if he gains armor, then, well... X giveaway sounds like something else. It really does. That's why I have to say Twitter for legal reasons. Will I accept you into my Warcraft Rumble guild? Hit me up on Discord for that. Because I'm trying not to just let anybody who's asking to be in it, because I'm trying to have, like, this be a guild of people that I know. And for some reason, I have, like, over 10 people that want to join the guild. I don't know why. I think it's just for the fact that I say For the Horde in my name, but so many people want to join the guild. I don't know why. I'm off to bed. All right, good. See you later, Great Pirate. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. We'll see you next time. And now the Reno hero power wins the game. That's 3-0 with Highlander Dragon Druid. Pew! I just shot the rogue in the face. Pew pew, motherfucker.